Peace and namaste, everybody. Thanks for joining me this morning, my friends who are here live and my friends who watch and participate and meditate with us later in the day, maybe tomorrow. There are many of you, and I'm glad you're here too. Just yesterday, somebody dropped by and said hello to me from that group and let me know that you're out there. Appreciate that. So, hey, XXL. So, I love Meister Eckhart, that mystic. And this is one of his quotes. Know that when you seek anything of your own, you will never find God because you do not seek God purely. You're seeking something along with God and acting just as if you were to make a candle out of God to look for something with it. One throws the candle away once one finds the things one is looking for. This is what you're doing. Meister Eckart has a wicked Boston accent. Meister Eckhart, the medieval Christian mystic, underscores the idea that seeking God with ulterior motives or mixing one's personal desires with the quest for the divine hinders the realization of God's presence. Meister Eckhart advises that when people seek something alongside their search for the beloved, they are essentially using the divine as a means to an end, akin to using a candle or a flashlight, God, using the God candle or the God flashlight, to find something that they want, a desire, a thing, and then discarding the very thing, the flashlight, the candle, the divine, that they believed that they were seeking once they've achieved their personal goals. They use God like Santa Claus. Give me this, give me that. Eckhart encourages us in a pure and selfless search for the divine, where God is sought for the sake of the divine alone, without any attachment to personal gains or desires for manifestation, which is an attachment to a personal gain. Seek the giver, not the gifts. One of the things that Eckhart implies in this is that you can make a candle out of God and you can find things with it. And there's no evil in that. There's no darkness in that. There's just limitation in that. It's not bad, and you get what you want, or you get what you think you want, which is more to his point. What he's telling us to do is this is where I get this saying that I say all the time: seek the giver, not the gifts. This is the quote where I learned that from him, which echoed my near death experience. Because I only wanted my beloved. I still only want my beloved, not the gifts that my beloved gives me. If you make a candle out of the giver, then you get a couple of paltry little things, shiny little baubles, and they might help you in your life. They probably will. But Eckhart is encouraging us to go higher to the purity of being and to purify ourselves to seek the pure. And part of that process is simply by aiming ourselves at the one, not at the world. It's, again, that simple. In our meditation practice, oh, hi, Kate. Hey, Living for Joy on Long Island. And hi, everybody who's watching later. So, simple practice is breath with a prayer chant, like centering prayer, a number or a color you can pick, and you ride your breath from your belly up through and out your nose and back down again. And you focus on your prayer chants, your mantra, your words with your breath and your mind. And when your mind wanders, you simply go back to the breath and the mind. And that brings your mind and your breath into one place, which provides a space of non-thinking. You're using the brain to force the brain to be in a singular place and not run off willy-nilly. in any direction with a million thoughts, to be in one place. And eventually the prayer chant falls away and a person is left only with breath. And eventually that falls away too. And that gets very, very quiet. The body gets very, very relaxed. And the mind is focused inside of the silence where one discovers that that's how to seek it. That is a way to seek the giver, by the stopping of our thoughts and the being our original selves, touching into that silent place of our higher self, our true self, our soul. For those of you who've been with me for a while, and we've been using different forms of Kriya Yoga in our practice, do your thing, especially if you're in the Tuesday group, which everybody's invited to, where we go much deeper into Kriya Yoga. This group here is more of a gathering for practice. It's a help for everyone to ritualize the practice so that you get used to doing it at least on Mondays and Wednesdays, if not every day. But also because in group settings, the divine energy, as Jesus taught in the Gospels and in the Gospel of Thomas, and others have recognized as well, that when two or three are gathered, or even one, the radiant energy is present and it's bigger than us. So when I'm practicing by myself, the radiant energy is me plus the radiant energy. And that makes three, because the 1 plus 1 doesn't equal 2 in this circumstance. It equals 3. And so when more of us gather, the presence of the divine energy that each of us has inside ourselves multiplies across microphones and through lenses, which I discovered when I was working in television, that the divine energy can be transmitted through voice and sight and received and given. And because it's quantum, meaning it's not attached to any particular space or time in this case, the divine energy that we generate as individuals and as a collective group carries into our hearts, no matter when we watch this or practice together. So that's my little spiel this morning. Okay, my feet are flat on the floor. I set my clock already. I think I will put on a mask today. That helps my mind wander less when I got to take these off. That helps my mind wander less when I have less sensory input, which is why I'm in a dark space. My phone is it's on airplane mode, and my timer is set for about 20 minutes. My feet are flat on the floor. It's quiet here. My hands are on my lap. I begin with 3 ohms, and I'd like you to focus today. Again, we've been working with the ohms down here and the solar plexus and the temple of jewels, the temple of the lustrous gem, that space right there, just below your breastbone, and just kind of drive the vibration there and then drop into your practice. You'll notice that my practice involves a lot of harder breath and controlled breathing and stops and starts till I get about halfway through, 3/4 of the way through, sometimes 4/5 of the way through. And then I go into a relaxation chant inside myself and I relax all of my muscles, which I've been using in my practice as I meditate. So if you want to know more about that, join us on Tuesdays, live on Zoom. Feel that vibration right below your breastbone. Centering breaths right down to the base of your spine. Right up your spine to your third eye. Inhale. Exhale. Follow my breath. Sometimes in our spiritual practice, we seek the gifts of the presence of the divine energy to feel it, to have some mystical experience. That's also making a candle. out of the divine. Instead, just seek the silent oneness. Be with your breath. Be with your chant. Be with your body. No expectations. Peace, everybody. Thanks for being here. If you're going into a confrontational situation, or a stressful situation, or an uncertain situation, or a uncomfortable situation, take a few meditative breaths before you go in. Or if you're in a sitting situation or standing, you're sitting, waiting, that's a great time to seek the peace inside yourself so that when you go into the circumstance, you have peace living inside you and you are interiorly connected to the light itself. Peace and love, everybody. See you soon. Thanks for being here. See you Sunday. Got another surprise for you. Peace and love and light.